make my dreams reality. And with change I think we can't make it, and our souls I think can't take it. I'm just trying to make you shout out, make this whole world sound out. We open our eyes, yeah. Beautiful sunrise rays on my head. Yesterday's gone, today is my friend. The new moon still shines in the clear sky. Hope in my eyes, make my dreams reality. And with change I think we can make it, and our souls I think can take it. I'm just trying to make you shout out, make this whole world sound out. out, we open our eyes, yeah. Trying to have faith, blue skies ahead. Keep my thoughts clear with no fear. Life can be good if I lose these blues. Whoa, we open our eyes, make our dreams reality, yeah. And with change I think we can make it, and our souls I think can't take it. I'm just trying to make you shout out, make this whole world sound out. We open our eyes, yeah. The new moon still shines in the clear sky. Oh, we open our eyes, make our dreams reality, yeah. And with change I think we can't make it, and our souls I think can't take it. I'm just trying to make you shout out, make this whole world sound out. We open our eyes, yeah. We open our eyes, make our dreams reality. And with change I think we can make it, and our souls I think can't take it. I'm just trying to make you shout out, make this whole world sound out. We open our eyes, yeah. We open our eyes, yeah. Come on, open our eyes, yeah. One more time, we open our eyes.
Good morning and welcome to the Sunday celebrations here for the Centers of Spiritual Living Denver. We are a loving and prospering community here in the heart of Capitol Hill and online. 2021 has continued to be an interesting year, to say the least. We know that with everything going on, life can feel overwhelming. Here at CSL Denver, we want you to know that we are here for you. Please know that our practitioners are available for prayer work with you. Our names and phone numbers are on the website at www.cslddenver.org. Or if you have a prayer request, please email it to info@cslddenver.org. Reverend Elzia, along with all of our guest speakers, all of our practitioners, our music and service coordinators, want you to know how truly grateful we are for your online support. Thank you for watching our Sunday services, attending our online workshops and events, and providing financial support so that we can keep our virtual doors open. We love you all and know we'll be seeing you in person in the right and perfect time. And now, we'll continue to meet online until further notice. If you're interested in upcoming events and information, we send out weekly newsletters. Please go to www.cslddenver.org and sign up for our newsletters. We only send out one per week. Or send an email to info@cslddenver.org and request to be put on our mailing list. This week we are having our usual Zoom fellowship right after service. If you haven't already received an email this morning, please send an email to info@csldenver.org to request a Zoom invitation. Please join us. We would love to say hi and catch up with you. That's it for the announcements this Sunday. Again, thank you for tuning in, and now back to our service.
Thank you, Freddie. That beautiful music. Yes. Okay. As we open up this morning, I'm Bill Carlton, and I'm a practitioner at CSL Denver Church. I invite you to close your eyes, be one with that essence, and take a deep breath and release all the negative emotions. And just be present in this beautiful world. We feel that oneness of God surrounding all of us. And we know that oneness is present in the message of practitioner Eugene Holden, the music of Freddy, the technical support of Reverend Robert, and Diego, our producer. I know each and every one participating and attending this service is blessed. I am grateful and give thanks for all that has brought us here in this moment. As we release these words into the universe, knowing that they return to us tenfold. And so it is. As we follow into the presence of feeling beauty and seeing grace, we open up with a message from Michael Singer in The Untethered Soul, page 177. When you walk through a beautiful botanical garden, you feel open and light. You feel that love. You see the beauty surrounding you. You don't judge the shape and the place of every leaf. And from Mary O'Malley in What's in the Way is the Way, page 71 and 102. It may help to imagine that life is like a tree. This tree has roots you cannot see. And it is because these roots that the trunk, the branches, the leaves, and the flowers and the fruit can grow. And curiosity is your sacred talisman. For when you are curious about what you are related to it rather than from it. And a note from Theodore Roosevelt. He used to say all the time, do what you can with what you have right here where you are. Feel that flow that surrounds you always. And now, more music from Freddy. Thank you.
Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to see all the wonders that God sees? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to see beautiful things that God brings? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive all the blessings in your life that could be? Are you ready to be blessed? Yeah. Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to accept all the miracles God brings? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive all the glorious things the way the world should be? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to accept all the miracles He brings? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive all the glorious things the way the world should be? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to see beautiful things that God brings? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive all the blessings in your life that could be? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to be blessed? Beautiful, beautiful things. Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to be blessed? Are you ready to receive? Yes, indeed.
Good morning there, Centers for Spiritual Living Denver. This is your friend, your brother, Eugene Holden, religious science practitioner. It's good again to be with you. It's good to be with you once again. So let's just jump right into this. So today we're talking about breathe in the view. Stop and do that. Now you took a breath, but did you breathe in the view? So in other words, what I want you to do is take a look around you. Take a look around and see what's around you and then breathe that in. Dr. Ernest Holmes said frequently, there is a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. There is a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. Here's the thing about that power that's in the universe. He states that we can use it. The thing about it is that we are always using it, whether we are conscious of it or not. It's not one of those powers that turns on and turns off according to what we are doing. It doesn't turn on when we say, oh, let's use the power, like it's a light switch. Right? It's something like the electricity behind the light switch. It is always working. It is always in action. So what we want to do is we want to become aware of the fact that we are using this power all the time. Now, Dr. Holmes says that it's a power for good. Here's another thing about this great power that we have access to is that because we use it all the time, it doesn't matter to it. It doesn't matter to the power itself that whatever is using it is good or bad. It's just going to do what it does. It's going to always respond to us in the affirmative. Sounds pretty much like the law, right? When we release our word into the law responds to it and returns our word unto us completely fulfilled. It's the same thing. This power in the universe for good that Dr. Holmes is talking about is the same as the law that Dr. Holmes talks about. It's the same law that Wallace D. Wattles talks about. It's the same law that everyone talks about when they speak about manifesting what it is that they want to manifest in their lives. So when we are breathing in the view, remember that it's the law, it's that power that has created the beauty that surrounds us. It surrounds us. It's that same power, it's the same law that has created the view that is around us. So when we start to breathe in the view, when we become conscious of what's around us, and then we name it beauty, we then get to breathe in the beauty that's around us. Breathe in the view. And you say, Eugene, but some of the things that I am viewing are not that good. I understand that. I get that. So then what do? We start to ask the question, where is the good in this situation that I've not seen yet? Where is the good in what's happening that I have not been privy to yet? And in asking that question, we start to look for the good in the situation. We start to look for the good in the situation. I'm going to use the year 2020 as an example, right? Where COVID-19 was doing its thing, right? And people were getting sick. People were dying. Lots of people died as a result of this virus. And when we stop to ask the question, where is the good in this situation? Well, we start to see that number one, what people called social distancing I termed physical distancing, which is important. I don't call it social distancing because social media blew up. Here we are together once again on social media. Social media, Zoom, I wish I had stock in Zoom. Zoom, was being used so much, and people began to come together having Zoom parties. Let's get together on Zoom and have a glass of wine. Let's get together on Zoom and have a celebration, right? So that's the good that was within the experience of the coronavirus. So let's take another example. Say that you're in a relationship and the relationship is not going all that well. We stop, we breathe, and we ask the question, where is the good in this that I have not seen yet? The thing that we want to remember is that the answer is inherent within the question. The answer is within the question. So when we ask that question, where is the good that I haven't seen yet? Now we are basically looking for the good. We are on high alert looking for the good. See, this is a part of the way that we get to use that power that's greater than we are, that Dr. Holmes was speaking about. I want to add to that another quote that we hear a lot by Dr. Holmes, is that there is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. And what I love about this is that from that one power, from that one presence, from that one life, all of life is created, maintained, and sustained out of that one power. And it is perfect. Now, we want to requalify what the word perfect means to us. See, if you were like me, how I grew up, I was taught that there's no such thing as perfect. There was only one that's perfect, and that was Jesus the Christ. But even Jesus the Christ said, "Be ye therefore perfect, as your Father in heaven is perfect." So when we start to really analyze what that says, "Be ye therefore perfect," first of all, one of the definitions, a couple of the definitions for the word perfect is whole and complete. Whole means that there's nothing missing. Complete means that there's nothing missing. So when we really start to raise our consciousness, when we start to raise our vibrations to really living from a place of knowing that we are perfect, what we are saying in essence is that there is nothing missing in our lives. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. You say, "Yeah, Eugene, but there is. I don't have love in my life. My bank account is not overflowing. In fact, there's a minus sign and the ink is red." No, so things are not perfect in my life. I get that. These are facts that we want to address. And I've said before that facts are not always the truth. The fact is, you're not in a relationship. The fact is, the body temple may be going through some interesting changes. The fact is, the bank account may be less than what you want. Those are facts, absolutely. And we want to look at them, and we want to address them, and we want to ask the question, where is the good in these situations that I've not seen yet? Oh, and then we get to use that beautiful gift called choice to change fact into truth. The truth is, relationship-wise, you are surrounded by love. We are all surrounded by love because love is all there is. The truth is, the consciousness that created the body temple knows exactly what to do to heal the body temple. The fact is that we are surrounded by and immersed in prosperity in all forms, which includes money, which includes ideas, which includes creativity. It has been said that you are one idea away from being wealthy. That's the truth. That's perfection in action. So yes, we requalify the word perfect and we take it on, right? "Be ye therefore perfect, as your Father who is in heaven is perfect. And where is heaven? Within. It's not anything that we need to look for outside of us. It is within us. So what are we to do? We are to stop and take a breath. Breathe in the view of perfection. See yourself as the perfect emanation of the divine. There is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. And that life is my life. That life is your life right here and now. So, as we raise our consciousness, as we raise our vibration, and this takes practice, it's not a one and done type of deal. It's not like I say, okay, I raised my consciousness and now I have arrived. Today I have arrived. What about tomorrow? Tomorrow I may have a situation that knocks me off of that, right? So it is a consistent practice of affirming and of knowing and of living from the knowing that life is good. And we start to look through different eyes to see a different perspective on the view that's around us. Breathe in the view so that we may see the beauty, which is the other part of the theme, right? Seeing the beauty. We have been endowed with a beautiful gift. We've been endowed with a bunch of gifts, actually. And I mean, the gift of speech, right? The gift of hearing, the gift of, if we are hearing impaired, then there's the gift of sign language. We've been given a lot of gifts, right? And to me, the most powerful gift that we have is the gift of choice. We get to choose what we wear. We get to choose where to go. We get to choose what restaurant we want to eat. We get to choose what's on the menu of the restaurant. But more importantly, and this is important to get, we get to choose our thoughts. See, remember, thoughts become things. Why? Because there is a power in the universe greater than we are, and we use it. Whether consciously or unconsciously, we are always using this power. And this power creates from our thoughts. Thoughts are creative. You've heard the saying before, thoughts are things. In Scripture we hear, in the beginning was the Word. Right? And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. I still say the Word is God. And we don't want to really get caught up in thinking, well, when was the beginning? The beginning is always now. The beginning is always now. See, because we get to begin again when we choose so. When we choose to do so. See, so in the beginning was the Word. Now, words are thoughts expressed. Thoughts are words unsaid. And it's your thought, it's your word that creates. So what view do you want to create? What beauty do you want to see? Choose to see beauty in everything. Yeah, Eugene, but there are wars, there are rumors of wars. There's racial tension within the United States of America. United States of America. There's tension in that. So let's choose to tap into the United States of consciousness. So that as we tap into and coming from the United States of consciousness, where we are all coming from the consciousness, from the God consciousness, knowing that right where we are fully supported in everything that we do for the highest and greatest good of not only us, but everybody else concerned. Once we start to tap into that, we begin to raise our vibration so that we start seeing beauty. We must raise our vibration above what seems to be going on this plane called Earth. And I call it the spiritual plane called Earth. You've heard it said that we are human beings having a spiritual experience. I want to say that we are spiritual beings having a spiritual experience on the spiritual plane called Earth. Why? Because it is all spirit. We don't have a spirit. We are spirit. Housed in this beautiful body temple. Why do we call it a temple? Why do they call this a temple? It's not just a location on the side of the head. We're talking about the mind that is within the entire body temple. So let's choose to see beauty everywhere we go. Instead of being sucked in by the mass consciousness that looks at everything from separation. I'm better than you. This religion is better than that religion. This race is better than that race. It's interesting, right? Because when we really break it down, brothers and sisters, there is only one race, and that is the human race. Human race. Right? We are here for one thing, and one thing only, and that is to love and to serve one another. It is to love and to serve one another. But the only way that I can serve one another, the only way that I can love one another is to serve myself first, to love myself first. This is the only way that I'm going to be able to raise my consciousness enough to see the beauty that surrounds us. As we raise our consciousness, as we let go of all of the thoughts and ideas that no longer serve us, thoughts of lack and limitation, thoughts of separation. Once we choose to let go of those limiting thoughts, now we become free. Ernest Holmes says, right, that the power that bound us is the same power that frees us, and that power is the power of our mind. We want to remember that Dr. Holmes called this philosophy not just science of mind. It's science of mind and spirit. But to break it down even further, science of mind and spirit. Science of mind and spirit, where the two come together. Where thinking comes together with heart, with emotion. See, and this is where the power in the universe goes to work for us. When we use it consciously, we are putting our thoughts together with our feeling tone, making sure that they are in alignment for our highest good and for the highest good of others. Breathing in the view, seeing beauty. So once we raise our consciousness, and it takes a practice to keep the consciousness raised. And as we raise our consciousness, and we start to look for the good in things and look for the good in situations, then we start seeing the beauty in the situation. Now we get to feel grace. Yeah, grace is more than something that is said at a meal, right? Grace is a way of life. We want to start living grace. We want to start feeling grace. So my question to you this morning, my brothers and sisters, is what does grace feel like to you? To me, grace is something that is easy and is smooth and is taken care of. Grace, to me, flows like a river. And what I love about rivers is they know the river knows where it's going. It knows where it's going naturally. It doesn't have to think about it, right? Grace is a flow that we tap into that we don't have to think about. Now, what I want you to really know about this is that grace is not anything that is outside of you. Grace is that which comes from within when we choose to tap into it, when we choose to feel it. So again, I ask you, what does grace feel like to you? Now, if you don't know right offhand, that's okay. We have spiritual practices for this, right? And it's really easy. You stop, you get still, you take a breath, and you ask the knower within you, what does grace feel like? And then we open up our hearts and our souls and our minds so that we may feel what the answer is. See, we open up the inner eye so that we may see the invisible. We open up the inner ear so that we may hear the inaudible. And we open up the heart so that we may feel the infinite. What does grace feel like to you? Grace is that vibration that guides us to where we are to be, right? It brings us to situations that feed and that source our highest good. Grace is something that we get to live in and live as. Think about it, right? Imagine what it would be like to live a grace-filled life. Man, isn't that an amazing thing, right? To live a grace-filled life. So now that we have an idea of what grace feels like for ourselves, imagine, if you would, because that's another beautiful gift that we have. In addition to the gift of choice, we have the gift of imagination. Oh my God, the gift of imagination. Check this out, right? There is a power in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it, right? And so that power uses the imagination to create, right? The chair that I'm sitting on was in the invisible realm of someone's imagination however long ago, right? The screen that you're watching this on was in someone's imagination in the invisible at some point in time. Imagination, as Albert Einstein says, is greater than knowledge. Imagination is the preview of things to come. So as we imagine grace around the world, imagine what it would feel like when the world's population taps into grace. It was Mahatma Gandhi who said, "Be the change you want to see." So let's take out the word change. Be the grace you want to see. Be the peace you want to see. Be the love you want to see. Be the prosperity you want to see. Be the creativity you want to see. Be the abundance you want to see. Be the grace that you want to see. This is feeling grace. Feel that grace is guiding your every moment in your life. That you are guided by the grace of the infinite that indwells you right here and right now. Man, life is so good. See through the eyes of grace and then breathe in the view. See the beauty and feel the grace. It is always my honor to be with you. Let's pray. How grateful I am for this opportunity to speak this word. I recognize that there is this one power, this one presence, this one life that is at the very center of all of life, and having no circumference whatsoever. There isn't anything that can, does, or will exist outside of the infinite presence of God, for truly God is all there is. I recognize that this infinite intelligence is at the very center of all of life. From the nucleus of the atom to the expansiveness of the galaxies, all there is God. For it is the very nature of the infinite intelligence to permeate, penetrate, and fill the interspaces of the universe, meaning that the space between the space is filled with the high frequency of spirit, that which creates, that which maintains, that which sustains all of life from itself. And so recognizing and acknowledging that God is everywhere, present at all times, I know that at all times God is present right where I am, revealing Himself gracefully in, through, and as the I am that I am. And as I know this to be the truth of my life, I know this to be the truth of each individualized expression of God tuning in today. Everyone who is in reach of the sound of my voice, everybody who is not tuning in today, still it is the emanation of God revealing itself in, through, and as all that there is. For all there is and ever shall be is God revealing himself in through and as all that we see and do not see, all that we know and do not know. All there is God. So as I know that we are one in God, I speak this word. I speak this word from a place of unity. I call forth the consciousness of God showing up as divine right activity. I know that this divine right action is happening in divine right order for everyone, and it must result in divine right outcome simply because we say so, because we speak our word into this power that knows only to say yes. We speak into this power that knows only to answer the feeling tone that comes from within us. And so we feel the grace, we see the beauty, and we tap into the view of the Christ consciousness within us, seeing through the eyes of God, whose eyes are too pure to see inequity. Yes, this is who and what we truly are. We are the place where God shows up. We are that place where beauty shows up. We are that place where abundance shows up. We are that place where financial prosperity shows up. We say yes to our financial blessings. We say yes to our divine relationships that feed us and that allows us to feed the relationship. I say yes to this. How grateful I am for this word that is spoken. I feel good about this word spoken because I know that there is an intelligence that takes these words and must reveal these words unto us completely fulfilled. I am grateful for this and for so much more than these words can ever convey. I remain forever grateful and thankful. And it's from this place of gratitude that I now release my word into the beautiful and dynamic activity of love and law. I know that as I release my word into the law with unconditional love takes these words and molds them and shapes them and blends them and mends them and then returns them unto us completely fulfilled. For the law, my word is the law unto itself, knowing only its own fulfillment. And so fulfilled, we lovingly and gracefully allow it to be so. It is good and it is done. And so it is. Amen. Ashe. Amen. Peace and blessings. I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much, Eugene. Definitely seeing beauty, feeling grace. We are so graced with Eugene's talk today. So with that, we are also so grateful and blessed for everyone's support of CSL Denver, whether it's in time, treasure, or talent, and especially during this time of change. Whether this is your first time joining us or you're a returning community participant, we want to thank you for your continuing financial support of the important work we are striving to provide. Right now, there are several ways you can make your financial contribution to Center for Spiritual Living Denver. This information is running along the bottom of the screen. You can go to our website, you can do text to give, or you can mail us a check to our P.O. Box. However it is, we thank you so much for believing in CSL Denver and helping to support us and keep our good word out there. Excuse me. And if you haven't already done it and you shop at King Soopers and or Amazon Smile, you can link your account to Center for Spiritual Living Denver. I think it's actually called Denver Center for Spiritual Living is how it is in Amazon. And our center will then receive a percentage of all proceeds. So email us if you would like more information on this option. So now please take your gift in your hand, hold it in your heart, in your hands, just knowing that it is all good and what we receive comes back to you 1,000-fold. So our affirmation is, this perfect gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all that it touches. Freely I give and joyously I receive. And so it is. And for a few last minute announcements, our virtual fellowship is on this morning on Zoom, and we would love for you to come join us and let us know how you're doing. If you didn't receive the Zoom invitation earlier this morning, please send an email to info@cslddenver.org and mention fellowship, and we'll send you a Zoom invitation right away. And we've changed the date for Rumi's Golden Thread of Gratitude workshop to Sunday, December 5th. It will be right after Sunday service at 11 a.m., so it will be from 11 to 1. And this is an interactive workshop on what is gratitude and how it works in our lives. This workshop will be online by Zoom, and we ask for a love offering to CSL Denver. But if you're not able to make it, that's fine. We would love to have your just have you with us anyway. And meanwhile, we hope that you have a wonderful week and affirm right here and right now that 2021 is blessed and perfect in all that it is. We love you. We miss you. Please take care of yourselves. And let's close out with more music from Freddy Rodriguez.
There is just one mind. There is just one God. There is just one Spirit. Together we are strong. There is just one heart. There is just one song. There is just one mighty power. Together we are strong. Let's put our hearts together and let's be as one. This life we have is a blessing. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. There is just one mind. There is just one God. There is just one Spirit. Together we are strong. There is just one heart. There is just one song. There is just one mighty power. Together we are strong. Let's put our minds together. Let's write a song. Let's put away our own mishaps and sing as one. Sing as one. And sing as one. There is just one mind. There is just one God. There is just one Spirit. Together we are strong. There is just one heart. There is just one song. There is just one mighty power. Together we are strong. And we'll sing as one. We will dance as one. There is just one mind. There is just one God. There is just one Spirit. Together we are strong. There is just one heart. There is just one song. There is just one mighty power. Together we are strong. There is just one mind. There is just one God. There is just one Spirit. Together we are strong.
New Thought Media Network is on the rise. We're looking to grow with you. Do you have technical media experience? or perhaps a desire to learn. Are you willing to volunteer your precious time and attention? We share this message to benefit all. If you possess a computer with a camera and a microphone, we will share our knowledge with you. Behind the scenes or being the star, let us bless our one. Contact us at info@ntmedia.org.